What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Lil Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj and this is Taya.
Hey.
And today we are on Ahsoka, Season 1, Episode 3, Part 3, Time to Fly. So yeah, we fought some Inquisitors, fought these other mercenary Jedi, not really Jedi, but former Jedi, whatever you want to call them. We are kind of like, for 3? But we got a tracking device on them thanks to Chopper and Hera, so we are going to be following them. They believe they know where to find Thrawn, which if we find Thrawn, we should find Ezra. I think that's pretty much it. Sabine and Ahsoka basically teamed up at the end, and Ahsoka took Sabine back on as her apprentice, as her Padawan. So they are in the ship and they are flying off. So let's see where they are headed to. Full and other reactions are available on Patreon. Yep. General Grievous style. You gotta know how to go toe to toe with the best of them.
Not bad, but not good.
It's been a while.
Obviously.
I see you still remember the basics. Enough to get by?
Barely.
Yeah,
Barely.
something else.
Who
How about Zatochi?
Oh no.
Tang.
I'm not certain Lady Wren is ready for that technique.
Thank you, Hu Yang.
Yes, thank you, Hu Yang.
Your skill with a weapon comes from your Mandalorian upbringing. Those skills alone will not be enough to defeat our enemy.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
You're training the body, but you must also open your mind. Learning to wield the Force takes a deeper commitment. That's something you'll have to discover.
Well, I discovered that according to Hu Yang, I'm the worst candidate to be a Jedi out of every Jedi he's ever known.
You told her that?
It's true.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does.
Agree.
Here, put this on.
I can't see. How am I supposed to fight?
I want you to see with more than just your eyes.
Okay. Now what?
Be still. Listen to my voice. Do you know where I am?
Next to Hu Yang.
Are you sure?
Very funny.
You'd be dead.
Not if I could see you.
Exactly. Now lower your visor and concentrate.
Must be a dark planet.
No, it's just sometimes they might not be able to see me. Like Kanan lost his eyes. Hu Yang is not impressed, he's just silently judging.
Yeah, your feet.
Frustration.
Anger and frustration are quick to give power, but they also imbalance you. Let's go again.
Chancellor Mothma, senators.
Hera, you look
Mon
well.
How do I
How's young Jason?
Fine, Chancellor. In fact, he's on board. Somewhere,
Causing trouble with Chopper, no doubt.
most likely.
Forgive me, Madam Chancellor, but if we could just hear the General's report. We're late as it is.
Quite right, Senator Ziono.
My investigation into the attack on the Vesper led me to the Santhe shipyards on Corellia, where I was attacked by Imperial loyalists still working for Morgan Elsbeth.
Outliers. We have former Imperials working throughout every level of the New Republic government, and they have all taken an oath of loyalty.
That don't mean they
Welcome of the
going home.
Empire doesn't sound like the kind of loyalty we're looking for.
It was my understanding that the offenders were arrested and the facility shut down pending further investigation.
Yes, but I believe their activity speaks to a larger operation.
It always does.
Involving Thrawn.
Grand Admiral Thrawn. But how is that possible? He disappeared years ago.
I have reason to
Disappeared, don't
believe
you
he's
think?
alive. And that his allies are working on a way to find him. If I could get approval to send a task force to the Denab system, I could find out.
Isn't this just another attempt to gain New Republic resources
No.
to aid in what has ultimately been your personal quest to find Ezra Bridger?
Ezra vanished while fighting Thrawn.
and that you conveniently use a threat of Thrawn's return to acquire those resources that could be put to a more practical purpose.
Were you ever in the war, Senator?
No. Hell no. He ain't do shit. All he do is run his mouth. That's why I don't be got time to argue with none of these people.
Just sat back and waited to see who came out on top.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
General Syndulla, I'm sure we are all grateful for your service and role in restoring the Republic. Now, we, as senators, serve the people of that Republic, and I can tell you, they want no part of any further conflict.
You act like we have a choice.
Don't we?
No.
I see no enemy. The Imperial fleet is scattered.
'Cause y'all
and
ain't
broken.
out
They
here.
have no centralized command.
Unless Thrawn returns.
I can't do
Make your point,
politics.
General.
Thrawn is not your typical Imperial officer.
He's
I know because I
cold and
fought against
calculating.
him. He killed friends, people who
She
were
know.
like family to me.
She seen it.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war, and that's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
Grand Admiral Thrawn is dead.
Okay, and when he comes
I'm
back,
sorry to say, it's my opinion that your friend Ezra Bridger heroically died with him.
You don't know that.
General, Hera,
Hang good.
allow me a moment to speak with my colleagues.
Thank you. She gonna fight for us. Me and her ain't
course.
always saw eye to eye, but she might help us
Chancellor.
out on this. That one getting on my damn nerves, and he don't do shit but run his mouth.
That went well.
Maybe if y'all come out in the field, y'all see what I'm talking about.
Is it true Antiphine is gonna be a Jedi?
Now, where did you hear that?
Chopper told me.
Earning Kanan's son.
I want to be a Jedi.
I didn't know if we was gonna get to see
Yeah, I
him.
know you do, Jason.
Jason. Gonna be just like his dad.
I was hoping that the urgency of our situation could expedite my training a bit.
You can't rush it. If you're not ready, you're not
I'm
ready.
afraid it doesn't work like that.
I know, I can't use the Force. I don't feel it, not like you do.
Force resides in all living things, even you.
If that's true, then why doesn't everyone use it?
Talent is a factor, but training and focus are what truly defines someone's success. Not everyone can handle the type of discipline it takes to master the ways of the Force. Start small.
Start meditating.
So, what do you think of our progress?
She's frustrated. Still a challenge for her.
You both knew this wouldn't be easy.
Well, what you said didn't help.
I only spoke the truth. The Jedi Order would not have accepted her. She is not an acceptable candidate.
By their standards.
Standards which were proven over a millennia.
Not really.
And failed.
You
Literally.
realize, historically, there have been very few Mandalorians who ever became a Jedi.
I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. I need her to be herself.
Now, I suppose you do come from a long line of non-traditional Jedi.
Yep.
In that way, she fits right in.
The Force is in all of us.
Sabine, I've got Hera.
You win this round?
Hera. Lightly.
Great. How far are you
Everybody's
in the fleet?
connected to the Force at the very least.
Unfortunately, I won't be joining you for this one. And neither will the fleet.
What?
But shocker.
The Senate committee wouldn't approve the mission. I'm sorry, Sabine. But it's not up to me. I will take all of it.
Hera?
Yang, what's happened?
We've entered the Denab system. All comm transmissions are being jammed.
Let's see what Morgan's been hiding out here.
My last scan indicates the transport was in orbit on the far side of the planet. However, there also seems to be a second object, something much larger.
A Star Destroyer?
Negative. Whatever it is has a signature which is unknown to me.
And they found us. It was a trap. I want to know who's under that mask.
I am tracking 2 squadrons of 3 crafts.
Tell them, please.
Tailgun check-in. So you got rid of my presets. I never needed them. So you say?
Tailgun ready.
Copy that. Close range engage.
Hey, hold it steady!
Remember, learn to anticipate.
Now's not the time for a lesson!
You're just a little rusty.
object, no. However, I have several thoughts on everything else going on.
Not now.
The way you're both acting, there won't be a later.
Sabine, tell me what you need. Move on my signal? Copy.
She's like, instead of trying to do it my way, let's do it her way.
Missed. I had them, but missed. Don't worry about it. You'll get another chance. We got 2 more incoming.
That one.
I'm gonna split them. Ready? Ready. Now.
I like how it's showing them.
There we go.
Good work. Port now.
Oh, it's
Two more down. Yang, anything?
Yeah, I think her and Ezra and Zeb used to do this.
If I had to guess, I would say it is some sort of hyperspace ring.
I'd like to confirm that. I shall deal with them. Prepare turbo lasers.
Just keep the ship steady while I attempt to run my scan.
Open fire.
I am starting to receive data.
Max the deflectors.
See if you can get a little closer.
Are you crossfire?
Closer, please.
We're literally getting closer by the second. Trying not to die here.
Steady, steady.
Can't do steady when we're getting shot at.
Deflectors at 10%.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Scan complete.
Ah, and death to us. Thanks, Hu Yang.
Destroyed.
Death.
Yang's down.
But his scan was
I
complete.
need you to run a full diagnostic.
Congratulations. You almost got them. Aye, aye, son.
Our backup kicked in, but we're dead in space. No hyperdrive, no cannons. We got incoming.
Y'all need to land.
Work fast. I'm going up there.
Out there.
What we got? A mini ship? Or is she going to the gun? What's she going to? Oh. She meant out there. Nice. You just don't see this from many other people.
Yeah.
Like, who goes out in space and starts fighting with their lightsaber?
Did you fix the ship yet?
Like, she literally just took down the whole ship with her lightsaber.
I got it.
In space.
I got it.
Y'all characters ain't touching Ahsoka. I'm sorry. I don't care who your favorite character is.
Go, go, go.
Nice trick. Got any more?
Buckle up.
Do you? Like, your tricks are better than anybody. Gotta lose them in the clouds.
Another ship?
No.
Those are the creatures Ezra flew on. When he jumped away with Thrawn. Those creatures can travel at hyperspace. We've seen them in Mandalorian too. Ooh. Tight. Yeah, we definitely might be able to lose them. Thankfully, they were here.
It's impossible to find. It's like trying to find a new place like after you lose them.
And complete. Oh, took my battery back up a while to cycle, I suppose. What did I miss?
We almost died.
Multiple times.
Ah, yes. Standard operating procedure.
Yep, sounds about right. Perfect. Went right on in with the trees.
Any sign of them? They must be hiding in the forest.
Haven't seen those creatures since the day Ezra disappeared. Anything interesting?
Indeed. The good news is the enemy vessel is still under construction and not yet complete.
Good, we
There
got
are
time.
6 hyperdrive engines in place, with the final one being set into position.
So it is a hyperspace ray.
Yeah, could a ring like that make a jump to a neighboring galaxy?
Theoretically, if one knew the coordinates and navigation, yes, I believe it could. The Jedi archives speak of intergalactic hyperspace lanes between galaxies, which used to follow the migration paths of star whales named Purgle.
Like the ones we just saw.
Yep.
Really? When?
Hunt them down.
Free stuff.
That's it. That was a good episode. I like how most of it was just flying and shooting and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't long. It's like straight to the point. Like we were just traveling this episode. We got a little bit of the character development and political debacles in the beginning, but this was about flying, Ahsoka and Sabine working together, getting back in sync with one another, continuing her training.
Yeah.
It was a lot of that, and just seeing how they all used to kind of work as a unit, which Ahsoka kind of had to take a step back, and instead of trying to have Sabine do it her way, she's like, we got to do it Sabine's way because that's the best way she knows how to do it right now.
Right.
So we had to kind of, in a good way, stoop to her level, because that's just Sabine's has a different set of skills, so we had to kind of match those in order to get what we needed done, and it worked out.
And it's a good thing she was here too, because I don't even know what would happen.
I don't either.
Because there's nobody to shoot.
I mean, if Hu Yang would have piloted, but then he might not have been able to get the data because
he wouldn't have. And he also he was doing something while she was doing that too that they needed. So
yeah, more hands are better than less.
Yeah.
So it was definitely worked out. We learned that they got a new hyperspace ring, so they developed a way to basically copy what the Purple do and jump to a neighboring galaxy. I don't exactly know how Ahsoka and Sabine are gonna follow them once the thing is complete, unless they latch on to it last second. But I just don't see.
They had a plan because it was smirking.
Yeah, they do, but I don't know what it would be. I mean, I can't see why Ahsoka couldn't, if they can get back to those Purgle, if they don't just leave. I don't see why she couldn't do it exactly the way Ezra did it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think that's why they were smirking.
Yeah.
Because it has something to do with them too.
It's like maybe they attach the ship to the Purgle, and Ahsoka uses her connection to the Force to jump the way Ezra did. That's what I can think of. It just so happened that they were here and they saved our lives. But I mean, they don't show up when you want them to, but they show up when you need them to. That's just how they've always worked. And that's kind of where we're left off. But now we got to deal next episode with them being hunted down in the forest while they repair their ship and prepare to follow behind them. We're just always like a step behind them, but we follow and we're managing. And they haven't defeated us completely. They got us down bad a little bit, but we ain't out. Down but not out. And
basically.
Yeah. And the Council of Diplomatic Dickheads didn't approve Hera's mission, so she can't join. Tired of them. I just can't do the Star Wars politics because they just irritate me because half of them don't do shit. Like,
they're all just so cocky. Like,
yeah, well, we don't see any enemies because you sit in an office and go and give speeches and tell everybody what they can and can't do, but you don't actually get out here. I do have a little bit of respect for Mom Mothma just because she does go out when there's fighting and she does see it firsthand sometimes, not always, but she knew what Grand Admiral Thrawn was about. She's witnessed it because she was in that fight. So the rest of them, like Hera said, did you fight? Or did you just kind of sit back and wait to see who came out on top? Like, you didn't actually see it. You don't know how calculating this man is.
With no good reason to, then why are you talking?
There's always been people who just sit out and didn't help. There were tons of systems that we just saved that never participated in the fight. The rebellion was all about getting people to have the courage to fight. But some people were just hopeless or trapped or just didn't feel the need to fight or just felt like they weren't strong enough or didn't, they didn't want to try. And unfortunately, it's just people like that. The stronger ones have to step up and die and fight. And then continue the fight. Like he tried to make it about, oh, you just want to find Ezra. No, well, yes, I do want to find Ezra.
Well, yes.
But this is actually about Thrawn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it happens to be a mission that involves both of them. Yes, I can save Ezra, possibly find out if he's alive or not, and I can deal with Thrawn. But it's not. I'm not only doing this just because of Ezra. But he ain't gonna see it that way. They just think she has a personal agenda. But you know what? If I do, so goddamn what? Like I'm the damn general. I fought head first in this war. I helped get y'all to where y'all are today. So if I want to take a little bit of resources or goddamn my own damn ship and fly down that way and do something and see if I can help, then that's what I'm gonna do. Like you know what? This is why I would never be good at being in any military, good at any type of military, because I'd be more like Anakin. Like that's why he was one of my favorite. Him and Ahsoka were always my favorite, because Anakin, he would hear no, and then he'd be like, yeah, that's what the council says, but this is what we're gonna do. It's like, so he would just find a loophole to do what he wanted to do anyway, and then just deal with the consequences later. Because it's one of my favorite lines that I've ever heard was, it wasn't from Star Wars, but if you keep getting no for an answer, stop asking questions. Just do it and beg for forgiveness later. It's just refocusing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like, I'm not about to ask for something I know you're going to tell me no for, and I just want to do it. I'll just apologize later.
I love that he did that until it didn't work out anymore.
Like Anakin?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot happened at the end. It just was too much. But yeah, but that's where I'm at with everything. It was a good episode. So that all being said, thank you guys for watching. Of course, you want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel for more reacts.
And we'll see you guys for more Ahsoka.